Good morning. So I wanted to make a video for you guys to reference. I will make sure I put this in the nutrition tips, but I wanted to share, it's Saturday morning, the family's around, life's gonna happen. So the biggest thing I find with people, or including myself actually, we're gonna just use myself as an example because everybody's different. The thing I've noticed with groceries is that we go in without a list, and it's so important to make sure that we have a list so we stick to it, we stay within our budget. Budgeting, I will probably have my husband do a video for you guys for budgeting, but the biggest thing with groceries is making a list, and oftentimes people hate writing lists out and they prefer an app. If it's easier for you to write it out, then go for it. But the biggest thing is with an app, it will help you categorize, and that way you can stay on track. So the biggest thing is to try to do your best to shop on the outsides of the store, because that's going to help you save money, especially if you go to Walmart, or if you go to Target or any other store that has other foods other than primary grocery list. So I know that people have a hard time with purchasing things that are expensive, but you can that are healthy because they feel that they're expensive. But if you check prices and compare things, you can do things cheaper. So for an example, if spinach is too expensive for you, you can go in and you can get the frozen spinach. You can get a bigger bag of it. It will actually cost a little bit more, but it will last you probably 2 weeks. Same thing with fruit. If you have a hard time purchasing fresh fruit, you can go in and you can get the canned fruit. Just make sure that it's in water and just rinse it really well. So you can get the canned fruit for your kids and stuff like that. You can also get big bags of apples. Then again, like I said, you might pay a little bit at the beginning, but the goal is to try to spread it out. And then getting things in bulk is best. So potatoes, getting big things of meat and breaking it apart, like separating it into meals worth. So take into consideration how many people you're feeding and what you need, and you can buy it ahead of time and you can freeze it. Same thing with vegetables. A lot of people think that you have to have fresh veggies. It's definitely got better nutrition in it, but there's nothing wrong with getting canned vegetables as long as you rinse them and drain them really well to get the extra preservatives and salt off of them. You can also get big bags of frozen too, which have less preservatives, and you can steam them in your microwave, or you can steam them over the stove top to help you save money that way as well. So the thing that I wanted to share with you, and again, you guys can totally use a piece of paper if you don't have room on your phone, or if you're a pen to paper person. So the list and I will screenshot this, but the app that we use is called List Ease. It's literally like a little piece of paper on the icon with glasses. And so what we do is we categorize. So we have fruits and veggies, we've got health and beauty because I have to get Maddie some underwear. We've got fruits and veggies. What does that say? I'm trying to read backwards. Snacks and chips. And it gives you the options to go in there. When you add something, it will give you a drop down menu. Let me see if I can do this backwards. Gives you a drop down menu. You type in what you want. It gives you the category. If you know the price, you can write the price down. And then you can put how many you need. And that way it keeps your list organized. You can stay focused and get what you need. But just keep in mind the best things to do if you do have to get produce. If you get produce, try to keep it as fresh as possible. Look for the sales. Get the bigger bags of things like apples. Bananas, you really have to get fresh. You can get frozen bananas. They do have frozen bananas that you can put in like your smoothies and things like that, but that's a different video. Today I just wanted to talk about grocery list and how it's important for you to make sure that you're making a grocery list, dividing it up into the categories, so that way you can stay laser focused. And if you find yourself drifting off into the toys or the clothes or the candles or other things that you know you love to look at and you end up purchasing. You can remind yourself, be like, no, I need to stick to the list. And what I do sometimes with James is if he sees mommy going into aisles that are not on our list, which he knows what we need to get for the most part, he knows that we either need food or we need something else, you know, diaper related, baby related. If we end up in shoes or candles or something, I tell him, he will tell mommy to focus. So that's something you can have your kids help you with, is if you feel like you're veering off, you can just tell them, say, if mommy goes into a section that doesn't have food, then you need to tell mommy to focus. And that way you can remind yourself, or if you're by yourself, you can do the same thing. Another thing for those of you who, I know in New England, there's not available options, but I know for people in Texas or southern states, you can do the click list where you can go in and you can just order your groceries online, and that way you're not going into aisles and being tempted to buy more than what you need. But I know that there's some people that have to use the food stamps and EFT or EBT, and so it's super important that you stay to your list so that way you get the most for your money, and that way you're not overbuying. Tip for tricks, always go on and look for coupons. If you go to Kroger, if you go to I think Shaw's, Hannaford's have the digital coupons. So go in and load those to your card, so that way you have those ready to go as well. Don't be afraid of using coupons. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you're doing anything wrong. If you want to save the money the best, coupons is always the way to go. Today we are actually dividing our groceries and getting produce and fresh things at one store, and then I'm going to Walmart to get the other things, because sometimes you just have to go to 2 different stores in order to save money. So I wanted to just give you guys that tip for the list. Now, as far as your grocery list itself, you need to make sure that if you get anything that's in the pantry section, you want to make sure you understand the ingredients. Organic is best, but not everybody has the money to do that. So just keep the ingredients simple. So look for things that are low in sodium, no extra salt. It's always important to keep snacks on hand for yourself and for the kids, but you want to keep things super, super, super simple. Like canned fruits, canned veggies, those kinds of things. Peanut butter and jelly, breads. Breads and pastas, try and keep as multigrain or whole wheat as possible. I will share with you guys kind of what my meal planning and meal prep looks in another video, but this morning you just want to keep things simple. You want to make sure your ingredients are simple. So when you go and look at it and there's like this huge paragraph of stuff you can't even pronounce, it's not probably something that you should get. So try and look in the similar section for something comparable that has less ingredients and something you can understand. Because if you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be put in your body or your kids. So organic is a couple of dollars cheaper, but you can also get bulk and it will last a little bit longer. So I hope this helps you guys this weekend as you're getting ready to go grocery shopping. I will post a simple meal plan that I'm going to be doing this week, so that way you guys can get those things. And I will also provide a healthy grocery list to follow as well. Please, as always, comment below if you have any comments or questions, and feel free to message me if you need any help. I hope you all have an amazing day.